Congressman Neguse is probably one of my favorite human beings. He is a kind, thoughtful person who just really makes you appreciate being in his presence.
I met Joe Neguse when he was in law school, and everyone was talking about this wonderkind, and he didn't disappoint. Joe is a winning personality in the strongest sense of that word. I don't know anybody who's met Joe Neguse who doesn't love Joe Neguse.
When I first got to know Joe, I was really impressed. He was pretty young. He was a law student. Foremost in Joe's mind was doing the public's good and doing it as a public servant. Joe really exudes that and did from the very first time I met him.
You know, I knew that I wanted to get engaged in public service pretty early. My parents are immigrants. They came here from East Africa over 40 years ago. Because of the freedoms and the opportunities that we have in the United States that don't exist in a lot of places in the world, they were able to make it and really live the American dream. And they taught me and my younger sister to not take for granted those freedoms. I always felt there was an obligation for me to do my part, given the real, incredible gift that I had been given.
Public service is in his genes. Leadership is in his genes. He is the example of everything this country can and should be.
I think he loves Colorado and he loves the people that he represents. He understands that what it means to be a public servant. That's how he treats his job, and I wish there were more people like him in Congress.
He truly believes in work. He recognizes that what he does is for a reason and purpose that is far greater than him and than any of us.
The most rewarding aspect of my career has been the impact that you have on people, seeing the difference that you make in someone's life. That makes all the public service worth it, and it reminds you of why you decided to pursue this career path in the first place.
I admire so much about Joe, and part of that is because just when I think I'm getting good at something, I watch Joe in action and I go, well, I've still got a ways to go here. Joe Neguse is invariably kind. He's got a gentle nature. Beyond that, Joe Neguse is the eternal optimist.
My parents came to this country with very, very little, and to have their son, one generation removed, be elected to the United States Congress, I think it's a testament to everything that is great about our country. And so for me, how can I not be an optimist?
We live in a pretty difficult time, I would say, pretty polarized. Joe, I think, does for Colorado something that we badly need in this time of polarization, and that's he thinks about how to bring people together. Joe is very much a person who's a uniter.
Joe has some magic about bringing people together that don't see eye to eye. It's respect for the people he's working with, the people he's trying to help. That's the epitome of a great public servant.
There's no shortage of challenges that we face, but there's also, in my view, the innate ability of us collectively to solve every challenge that we face collectively if we're just willing to kind of muster the political will to do it.
Joe deserves this award because he has accomplished so much in so little time. I know how much he doesn't like getting recognized at times. It's usually those folks that work so hard that deserve the recognition that tend to shy away from it.
Hi, Joe. Congratulations on this award. As a fellow alum from the University of Colorado School of Law, I could not be prouder of you.
Joe, congratulations on this award. I am proud to serve beside you in Congress. I admire so much what you've done in Congress and what you do for Colorado.
Congressman Neguse, it is one of my sincerest honors to call you my former boss and my friend. You have accomplished so much, and I know there's so much more ahead for you, and I look forward to seeing all of the things that you're going to accomplish for your district, for the state of Colorado, and for our country. So as you always used to say, onwards.